we're going to start with a little number talk this morning. We're going to do some addition problems like you've been doing. So I'm going to put 3 numbers up, add them. But remember, I want you to put your thumbs up when you know the answer because we want to give everybody thinking time. Okay? Okay, who can tell me some possible answers for this problem? Micah?
13.
Is there any other answers? Anybody else have a different one?
14. 15.
Anybody else?
I think it's 13 because if you get 6 and you add 3 more, then you add 4, it'll equal. You get 6, you add 3 more, then you get 4 more, it'll equal 13.
Okay.
I have a different question. I did probably the same one, but I know that make 9, and then I took 1 from the 4 and put it to the 3, so it could make 10, and then it could go all the way to 13.
Okay, so you said 6 plus 3 is 9, and then you said you took 1 from the 4.
And make that a 3, and then it could be 6 plus 3 plus 3 equals 13.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody else have a different way?
Oh.
Lizzie?
I did 4 plus 6 equals 10 and 3 more. I did. Me too.
Alright. One more way. Mackenzie.
I took the 3 and the 4 and one of those was like 7. So I took the 3 to 6 and made it 3 plus 3, but I can put 3 more in 7 and that makes 10. And then I noticed there was 3 left, so I noticed 3 plus 10 equals 13.
Okay. So she broke the 6 up into 3 plus 3.
I did that first. What does the answer is?
Does anybody want to defend 14?
No.
Me. Not it.
I do.
You do?
You already made
You already did 13.
No, it wasn't 14.
I know a good one.
So the right answer is 13. Okay?
That's-
Let's try one more.
I can't take you. No. Give me a problem. 14.
Minga?
12.
12. Braylon?
I think it's 12 because 7 plus 3 equals 10.
Okay.
And if you add 2 more, it'll equals 12. Because if you had 10 and you add 2 more, it'll equals 12.
Okay. Is that anybody else do it a different way? Kingston?
I'll put that 3 and then I'll put that 3. I think the same way.
You do it the same way. Okay.
Add the 2 to the 3. Then I put the 7 to the 2 and the 3 and then make 12.
Okay. Micah?
I did it the opposite, so I choose 3 plus 7. plus 2 is the same thing.
Okay.
When you do the opposite.
So you made that 10 right there. Alright. So the answer is 12. Good job.
That answer.
Okay,
I didn't know the easiest.
what was it? Today we're going to talk about data and bar graphs. Data. Some people say it either way. If you can say it either way. That's okay. So raise your hand if you can tell me what data is.
Oh.
Lizzie? Information. And what is a bar graph? Joseph?
It's something like whenever you ask somebody, you can ask everybody and then count how many you got.
Okay. So a way to,
Like
A list.
okay.
And
Okay.
that graph.
In that graph. Like it?
A list
A
of
list.
how much people like know what something is or how much people don't.
Okay. Lizzie?
Bar graph is something to keep track of things on.
Okay. So a way to organize that information, right? A way to organize that data. Well, today we're going to read a book called Lemonade for Sale, and you're going
We already read this one.
to learn how to organize or study your data. So once we organize the data on the graph, you're going to learn how to analyze it, which means kind of study it.
There's something on the front. It copies the L. It said lemon
It does.
for sale.
It does. So before we begin reading, I just want you to look at the cover and turn and talk to your neighbor about what you think this story is going to be about.
I think it's about that they don't got lemonade. No, I think it's out there. Or it might just be you don't have to
Okay. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. It's okay. It's okay. Lilia, what do you think it's going to be about?
Me and Steve thought the same thing. We thought that there are going to be people and they make lemonade, but then there's going to be another stand that shows up and they're like theirs.
Okay. Okay, so maybe some competing stands. Lemonade stands? Alright. Did you say the same thing? Okay. Micah, what did you think?
I thought it, instead of just buying money for the lemonade, I thought it would be free.
Okay, maybe. Well, we'll have to see. We're gonna read and you'll have to see. You can think about your prediction as you read and see if it comes true, okay? Alright. Lemonade for sale.
They're trying to get money.
Well, as we read, they're gonna make a bar graph, but we're gonna make our own bar graph up here. So you have to pay attention, okay? So we can create one as a class. The members of the Elm Street Kids Club were feeling glum. Our clubhouse is falling down and our piggy bank is empty, Meg said. I know how we can make some money, said Matthew. Let's sell lemonade.
Lemonade, that's my favorite.
Is it?
Me too. I love lemonade.
Danny said, I bet if we can sell about 30 or 40 cups each day for a week, we'll make enough money to fix our clubhouse. Let's keep track of our sales. Sherry said, I can make a bar graph. I'll list the number of cups up the side like this, and I'll show the days of the week along the bottom like this. Now let me show you something special about the graph. She organized her graph, so she put the number of days on the bottom like this, and the number of cups up the side. What do you notice about the number of cups?
It's the same.
Lizzie?
The number of cups is like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90.
Okay, so it goes up by what?
10.
Tens instead of ones.
10,
Okay? So just pay attention to that as we're reading.
Because one would be
Okay.
a long
One would be a long way up to 90, right? On Monday, they set up their corner stand. When people walked by, Petey, Meg's parrot, squawked, "Lemonade for sale! Lemonade for sale!" Matthew squeezed the lemons. Meg mixed some sugar. Danny shook it up with the ice and poured it into cups. Sherry kept track of how many cups they sold. Sherry announced, "We sold 30 cups today. I'll fill in the bar above Monday to the 30 on the side."
Me too. Me too.
How many cups did they sell on Monday? 30. So where does that go on our bar graph? Najeli? On Monday. Can you go fill that in for us? Above Monday up to the 30? You can use X's if you want to. 10, 20, 30. Good job.
I can barely see. That looks like a lemonade.
It's okay. Not bad, said Danny. Not bad, not bad, chattered Petey. On Tuesday, Petey squawked again, "Lemonade for sale, lemonade for sale," and more people came by. Matthew squeezed more lemons, Meg mixed in more sugar, and Danny shook it up with ice and poured it into more cups. Sherry kept track of how many cups they sold. Sherry shouted, "We sold 40 cups today. I'll fill in the bar above Tuesday to the number 40. The bars show that our sales are going up." Domingo, can you come fill in our bar graph above Tuesday to 40?
Tuesday.
Okay. Those are lemons. I like it. "Things are looking good," said Meg. "Looking good," chattered Petey. On Wednesday, Petey squawked, "Lemonade for sale," so many times that most of the neighborhood stopped by. Matthew squeezed even more lemons, Meg mixed in even more sugar, and Danny shook it up with ice and poured it into even more cups. Sherry kept track of how many cups they sold. Sherry yelled, "We sold 56 cups today. I'll fill in Wednesday's bar up to a little more than halfway between 50 and 60. Lizzie, can you go do that? A little more between halfway.
I never did it.
Between 50 and 60. "That's great," shouted Matthew. That's great, bragged Petey. They opened again on Thursday, but something was wrong. No matter how many times Petey squawked, "Lemonade for sale," hardly anyone stopped by. If nobody's stopping by, do you think their numbers are going to go up or down?
Down.
Matthew squeezed just a few lemons, Meg mixed in only a couple of spoonfuls of sugar, and Danny's ice melted while he waited. Sherry kept track of the few cups that they sold. Sherry said, "We sold only 24 cups today. Thursday's bar is way down low." How can you show 24 on this bar graph?
I never did it.
Joseph?
Go up to 20 and then go to 40, I think.
Okay, so just a little bit above the 20?
Can't see it. Stop playing.
There goes our clubhouse, said Danny sadly. Petey didn't make a sound. "I think I know what's going on," said Matthew. "Look," he pointed down the street. "There's someone juggling on that corner, and everyone's going over there to watch." "Let's check it out," said Meg. Danny asked the juggler, "Who are you?" "I'm Jed," said the juggler. "I just moved here." Sherry had an idea. She whispered something to Jed. On Friday, Sherry arrived with Jed. "Jed's going to juggle right next to our stand," Sherry said. That day, Petey squawked, Jed juggled, and more people came by than ever before. What do you think is going to happen to their sales? Is it going to go down or up? Mackie squeezed loads of lemons. Meg mixed in tons of sugar, and Danny shook it up with lots of ice and almost ran out of cups. Sherry could hardly keep track of how many cups they sold. We sold so many cups today that our sales are over the top. We have enough money to rebuild our clubhouse.
I love Friday.
I'm just going to hold it. You're good.
Over
Over the top. Yep, all the way up. Hooray, they all shouted. Jed, Braylon. Will you join our club? You bet, said Jed. You bet, squawked Piggy.
I like you. You just repeat stuff.
Okay, I have a couple questions for you. Can you see this? I know it's yellow, so it's a little hard.
Yeah.
But raise your hand if you can tell me which day has the most sales.
Ooh.
Raise your hand. Victoria? Friday. And which day has the least sales? Micah?
Monday and Thursday.
And Thursday, Monday and Thursday. That's a little hard to tell, isn't it?
Stop waking.
There's a problem, then you can find another seat. You can move. He's not bothering. Okay, well today you're going to create your own bar graph. Okay? Alright. Everybody's going to get one of these. Okay? And when you get them, I want you to color in the bottom. Okay, there's a white heart. You can leave it white if you want. Purple, green, yellow, orange, and pink. Okay, that's the first thing you're going to do when you get the paper. And I read it. And then, everybody's going to get a bag of candy hearts. Don't eat them.
When we're done?
Don't eat them. Okay? Can you hear me? Don't eat them.
When we're done,
You'll find out later, okay? Okay? But after you color your hearts, I want you to organize your hearts into your bar graph. You can place them on your bar graph, and then you can color in wherever you have a heart over the color. Whatever. So, if I took out of my bag, this is going to be my bag. If I took out of my bag a yellow heart, I would place it above the yellow, and then I would color it in.
That looks very soft. They're really hard.
No, I like them when they're soft. I mean, they're being hard.
Above the yellow. Does that make sense? Is it? Do you have any questions?
Yes.
Kingston? Hang on, everybody's not listening and being respectful of you. Kingston's talking and he has a question, so I need everybody to listen and pay attention. Steve, sit down, please.
So we just get the stuff out of the bag and put them at each line
Mm-hmm.
and then color with what color that is.
Wherever you have a heart, however many hearts you have above the line, you color that many boxes. Raylan?
Can you mark it for this?
You can.
Yes. I was going to say that.
You are. Well, if you will go quietly back to your seat, I'll bring you your supplies.
But Lizzie